here. We officially got into the play-in. Um, what are your thoughts on like the season so far? Like, I think that's a good place to start. What are your thoughts on the season so far? Like the roller coaster ride that we have.
I mean, it was definitely a good way to describe it, the roller coaster, but it was, it was just, it was crazy. I think it was a season of like never say never, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
never say you're finished, never give in, never, I just think because
Never
we
give
start off
up,
this.
never surrender.
Right? I mean, like, but let's look at it though. We started the season off 2-10, right? That's one of the things we talked about in the beginning of the season. We're like, if we start 2-10, all right, we need to panic, right? But like, they didn't really panic. They really more so just changed up some things, and obviously with that mid switch up in the middle of the year, that helped everything. But I think the season was just like, I think this proves that like it doesn't matter how you start, it's about how you finish. Like,
Say it all
I
the
mean, that's
time.
like that's literally like that's how I would sum it up. It's not about how you start. You just finish the right way. Finish with intensity. Finish with like purpose. And I mean, look at us now. Nobody thought we would be here. And honestly, that is like a testament to like the whole Lakers organization, not just the stars, not just Darvin, not just Rob, but like the entire organization. I don't know. I'm thoroughly impressed, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I at the beginning of the season, I think we both like predicted that we would get into the playoffs, but it's like the roller coaster ride of getting there, right?
Yeah.
So but yeah, no, I would say, yeah, it was a comeback story, and I'm very, very impressed. And I think because of that, I think because of the adversity, I think we kind of have more of a, I guess, a chip on our shoulder going into the playoffs, and we have kind of a what is the word? We have like like a kind of, it gives us a little bit more edge versus all the rest of the teams, because yeah, the teams that are the top of the West, the East, they had to face adversity, but they didn't really have to face adversity like we had to face adversity. So
Yeah.
I think the more you go through, and that's kind of like in life, the more you go through, the better you are for it. So
Yeah. I feel
what
that.
about you?
I I mean, I love it. Right? We should be thankful. Um, start the season 2-10. So much circumstances, right? Like the roster that didn't really make sense, but it was like maybe they can turn it around. Maybe we could get there. Maybe we can make the play. Um, LeBron James and Anthony Davis constantly in and out of the lineups didn't help the circumstances, right? That didn't really do us much help in regards
Yeah.
to like riding the ship this season,
Hmm.
and it looked like a lost season. It looked like a season that the Lakers, like, that was it. Like, I mean, even like a month ago, right? We were still like the 13th seed, and it looked
Yeah.
like are we really gonna miss the play in? Like, people are screaming to trade AD, trade LeBron. LeBron is gonna miss another playoffs. Like, we're not even
Yep.
gonna be a play-in team. All this stuff, and it was just a disaster. You look at last season and that just mess, arguably one of, if not the worst seasons ever in Lakers history, and just it was just this constant wave of just disappointment, right? And
Yeah.
then getting to the trade deadline, there's constant rumors all off season. Kyrie, is he coming? Are we getting this guy, that guy, the other guy? Are we doing the Jazz trade? Are we doing the Pacers trade? Like, what is going to happen? People are screaming for Jeannie and Rob to do the Pacers deal and do this and do that, and then everyone pinpoints and looks back and goes like, "See, look, if you would have done the Pacers deal, we wouldn't have been in this position," and all this stuff. And it was just again this just cataclysmic mess. And then and then we get the Rui trade, and it's like, okay, like that's a start in the right direction, but that's not going to turn our season around. Like, it helps,
Yeah.
you got like a legit sizable wing that can play both forward spots, that can knock down the mid range, just absolute butter. And it's like, all right, and then you go into the you go into the trade deadline, and it's like, oh, they just got this guy. Oh, they just got this guy. They just traded Russell Westbrook. And then all of a sudden you look at this roster, you're like, hang on, timeout. We just got D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, Mo Bamba, Davon Reed, all these guys for, Damian Jones, JTA, Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverley, and you're just like, this is real life. Like, you're like, this really happened. But then it's still like, well, we have such a long road ahead, right? We have to climb this mountain, and that we basically built and placed in front of us, and we're climbing through it. And then, again, it just a month ago, it's like, oh man, are we really going to miss the playing with this team? But this team is clearly better. But LeBron, he gets hurt. It's like all hope is lost. Can we even, stay slightly over 500 during that time? And it's like, no, like this team is great. This team can win without LeBron. This team can win with LeBron. And, we had that 11-game stretch, and it's like, can we go, 8-3, or something like that? Can we go, 7-4 at least, right? Like, and that would get us to 500. And we finished at 9-2, right? And we were in a position to get the 5th seed. And I know a lot of people are disappointed that we didn't get the 5th seed, but the fact that we were even in that position when, like, 3 weeks earlier we were in the 13th seed, to go from 13th to actually even being able to sniff the 5th seed. And at that time, there was even a road to get the 4th seed, right? You needed a bunch of stuff to happen, but it wasn't like unfathomable. And then to get into that position, to like, now we're locked in, we're in the play-in, we got the 7th seed. I don't know how you can't be excited and proud. And, whatever happens, right? Whether we are eliminated in the first round against Memphis, we lose to we lose in the Western Conference Finals, or we win the NBA championship, whatever. I mean, that would obviously be like a major mass success. But I think anything at this point is just house money, right? Yeah. Anything, because we weren't even supposed to be there. We weren't even supposed to be at the dance. And now we have a chance to win prom key. It's like, how did that happen? Right. And it's just like that journey, that road has just been, it's been just quite fun to watch and experience. And, it's been like completely just de-aging for us. Right. Like we lost probably 10 years of our lives on this season, but we're here. Now it's just handle business, do what we need to do. And regardless, whatever happens, we have next season to be excited for, right? Like if we win a championship, great, right? Now it's like, man, can we go back to back? But even if we don't, the possibility of winning a championship next year is huge. We have a top offense, a top defense, have one of the best records, if not the best record in the entire league since